powered by Alienware. Unsurprisingly, there are numerous Easter eggs and cultural references peppered throughout the world of Rockstar's Red Dead Redemption, so it's time to saddle up your horse, grab your six-shooter, and see what the Wild West has to offer.
Hello, old friend. It's been a long time.
As you might expect, there are loads of references to westerns throughout the game. The first can be found in New Austin, specifically Cholla Springs. Once there, journey over to Coots Chapel and take a look at the graves. One will be marked A Cowboy Without a Name. This specifically references a trilogy of cowboy western movies starring Clint Eastwood. The movies A Fistful of Dollars, For a Few Dollars More, and The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly center around a character known only as the Man with No Name. There are even multiplayer titles that can be earned named The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly.
You see, my mule don't like people laughing. He gets the crazy idea you're laughing at him. Now, if you apologize like I know you're going to, I might convince him that you really didn't mean it.
Once in the town named Plainview, you can notice a number of oil derricks surrounding a camp. This points to the character Daniel Plainview, an oil prospector, an all-round dirtbag in the Oscar-winning western There Will Be Blood.
Drainage! Drainage, Eli, you boy.
The graveyard at the Blackwater Chapel contains a tombstone marked Clinton Underwood, another nod to the famous cowboy actor and director Clint Eastwood. The same cemetery also lists Harrison Cherry, referencing George Harrison of the Beatles and his guitar with a cherry finish. You can even find a grave that states, "He'll never dance with another," a line from the Beatles song, "I Saw Her Standing There." When visiting Tumbleweed, take a look at the church's pulpit. The words, "The devil has gotten into that beast," are graffitied on the top, which refers to the Dark Horse. The Dark Horse only comes when the player has the lowest honor level and has no other horse saved. Covered in scars, he was designed to look like the horse used by the Mexican sniper Campos in the 2007 version of the movie 310 to Yuma, played by Rio Alexander. Another reference to the movie can be found when moving on to Armadillo. Take a look in the saloon to find a woman's picture that is also depicted in the film. There is a mission that starts in Armadillo called American Appetites, where you'll meet a man named Randall Forrester. He's said to be a man of the hills, and that the hills have cannibals in them.
Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock. They took it.
You'll find out later that he himself is a cannibal and that all of these references point to the movie The Hills Have Eyes. Pedestrians can be heard saying, "Let's go swimming with a bow-legged woman," which is a line used by Quint in the movie Jaws.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Near the city of Broken Tree, you can find a lone tree near a small broken rock wall which hides a treasure. This mimics a scene in The Shawshank Redemption starring Morgan Freeman and Tim Robbins.
A month went by before Andy said 2 words to somebody. As it turned out, that somebody was me.
Vagina boob.
A number of titles that can be earned in multiplayer include other references like Dude and Pilgrim, likely referencing the cowboy western Rio Bravo starring John Wayne, famous for saying the word Pilgrim, and Dean Martin, whose character's name was Dude. Many of the achievements you can unlock also refer to classic movies, and not all of them are westerns. When a player completes the Twin Rocks, Pikes Basin, and Gaptooth hideouts, they'll unlock the Austin Overpowered achievement, named after the Austin Powers movies starring Mike Myers.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
If you complete a mission for a stranger, the player will unlock the achievement Strange Things Are Afoot, which quotes Keanu Reeves in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
69, dudes!
Earning $10,000 in the game will earn the More Than a Fistful achievement, which is another nod to the Man with No Name movies. If in the Outlaws to the End DLC, if a player achieves a kill chain of 10 or more in advanced co-op, they can earn the Dodge This achievement. That's certainly a quote taken from this iconic scene in The Matrix.
Dodge this.
In the Liar's Dice game, if a player wins with 1 die left, they can earn the One Die to Rule Them All achievement, named after the famous inscription inside the One Ring from Lord of the Rings.
You shall not pass!
If you gain more than 9,001 points in a single free roam session, they can also unlock the Over 9,001 trophy.
It's over 9,000!
In the Liars and Cheats DLC multiplayer, if you beat the table when the blinds are at maximum, you can earn the Papa Poker Ace achievement, named after a popular song by Lady Gaga. And if you're losing a hand initially, but then win with the last card, the achievement In a Van Down by the River will unlock an obvious nod to a Chris Farley punchline in a Saturday Night Live skit.
Young lady, what do you want to do with your life?
I want to live in a van down by the river.
Well, you'll have plenty of time to live in a van down by the river when you're living in a van down by the river.
In the Undead Nightmare DLC, the achievement named 6 Years in the Making, Fan Service, and Chupa Thingy are earned by killing a Sasquatch, Unicorn, and Chupacabra respectively, and they're all a nod to the ending of an episode of Red vs. Blue called Red Gets a Delivery.
Unicorn?
No, really. I'm cool.
Sasquatch? What's the name of that Mexican lizard? Beats all the goats.
That would be the Chupacabra, sir.
Hey, Griff. Chupa thingy. How about that? I like it. It's got a ring to it.
The 6 Years in the Making with the Sasquatch also refers to the popular rumor of Bigfoot hidden in Rockstar's earlier game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, which was released 6 years prior. The fan service is named after Rockstar asked fans what they wanted to place into the game before the Undead Nightmare DLC was released, and surprisingly, most voted for a unicorn. Lastly, Zed's Dead Baby is an achievement gained by completing 100% of the DLC and is a quote taken directly from a scene with Bruce Willis in Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction.
Whose chopper is this?
Zed's.
Who's Zed?
Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.
When you complete a treasure hunting challenge, each has a name of the person the treasure belonged to. The names given match the names of important people in history during the 19th century. The gold treasure list includes John C. Calhoun, Harriet Tubman, President Andrew Jackson, General Elisha H. Rhodes, John Brown, Frederick Douglass, George E. Pickett, General Stonewall Jackson, and William L. Garrison. Our final reference is a little homage to Rockstar's previous game in the series called Red Dead Revolver. The hideout of Twin Rocks in New Austin was initially from Red Dead Revolver. When the player is at a campsite, some of the men may tell tall tales about Red Harlow, Colonel Darren, and General Diego, all characters from the previous game. Now those are all the Easter eggs and references we have time for today, but I'm sure we've overlooked a couple along the way, so be sure to let us know in the comments below which are your favourites. As always, this has been Dash for Curse saying thanks for watching and enjoy the game. Yeehaw!